John's message discusses how God created order in the Garden of Eden and how this theme of bringing order out of chaos continues throughout the Bible and then subsequently, and hopefully, also in our lives. I love this message. John, first question though, are you familiar with the website Preachers and Sneakers?
Barely,
because
yes.
Can we get a shot of this
my
man's shoes?
Of my Steve Maddens?
They are. Can we drop a link in the notes there, or where to get these things?
It might have been like $60 or $70.
Great choice. Good
Great
job.
shoe.
And can we talk about
incredible service,
the passive-aggressive nature of some of your teaching, the weaponizing of Scripture, so to speak?
What did I do?
Well, I just noticed that you used sharp phonemes.
Phonemes?
Phonemes?
Sharp
Such
ones,
as,
angular ones, strong
such
ones.
As K and C.
K and C.
There are harsh, angular, strong.
Yeah.
And then there are soft
ones.
Such as S, F, and N.
Pillow soft.
That's just...
Did I hint at Kansas City and San Francisco 49ers?
Do you want to apologize?
I don't know. I mean, those are the phone names. No, I'm a Chiefs fan, so I am excited at what happened in the Super Bowl. I'm also in favor of the Niners having a great game. I want to see this be a rivalry. I love Brock Purdy. I love the story. And so, listen,
I'm seeing the subscriber numbers drop right now.
But I'm a Chiefs fan, all right?
You went through the acronym GROW, which I love.
Yes.
Gratitude, rest, order, and written.
Yes.
Which is also an R, but whatever. Which one of those do you find most challenging to incorporate in your own life, and why?
Rest, order, grow, or gratitude, all of them. I mean, just depending on the day, maybe type in the chat which one's hard for you. So that way I don't feel alone in this. Yeah. But I think that if I were to elevate the one that's the hardest, it would be rest. Because my natural temperament is constantly moving, going, and that's what got me in trouble when I was telling that story about my daughter asking the most horrifying question, where does Daddy live? I live here. I'm just never here. I'm just never here because my mind's constant. I got to provide. Also, the things that I'm doing to provide are really fun and cool. It's like, I thought about when I was thinking about the creation story, if Elon Musk had been with God,
yes,
after God finished the first world, he'd been like, that was cool. Let's do this 15 more times. Like, it wouldn't have just been one. Yeah, why are we stopping? Why are we resting? There's more to do. But I get it. I mean, life is amazing. It's beautiful. There are so many things that pull our attention, that pull us into work. There's now the advance of technology, and I've got my phone and my watch saying, hey, can you please answer this? And can you get, on a day where I'm supposed to rest? Yes. And so there are things that pull me in, and that's something that I struggle with. So a lot of times, I will make an effort to put my phone completely away in my room, even though I find myself kind of, creature of habit going, So, but that is the one that I do struggle with still, and I am getting a whole lot better at. Yeah.
It's such an amazing theme all throughout Scripture too. Yeah. That there's a rhythm that is healthy for us and rhythms that are really unhealthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
Can you share maybe a personal experience of when you found deep satisfaction in bringing order out of chaos, whether, I don't know, in your physical environment or something more like in your life circumstances?
Well, we just experienced, neighborhood church. If you ever have someone come over your house, and if you're like me and you just enjoy a clean space, ordering an environment, and then filling that space with something that's going to be meaningful, where people are coming over and you've prepared in advance and you thought about them, and you got the fire going in the backyard, and you got all the space is cleared in the house, and you've got drinks out and some snacks, and when people arrive you go, oh, this is I can see the value of order. And I've unfortunately been in the hospital many times for different surgeries, and I've, in those moments, thought about all of the people who thought about all of the details, so that way when I arrived, I could get hooked up to the machine properly, and I can go under anesthesia, and they would know where my blood pressure was and my heart rate was, and all of these attention to detail, so that way when I get in these environments, they can help me become healthy again.
Wow.
And so there are multiple environments where I think we take on this innate nature of God to order a space so that way people can thrive. And so I've seen it in my life, and I've appreciated it. And in the moments where I can provide that for others, it's given me so much joy.
In hearing your message, I also heard that we cannot grow without. I mean, if God is calling us to grow in this particular acronym, that's to grow in all these things, He's going to give us the strength to do that. But I would love for you to address people who maybe who's with us today, somebody who's with us today that was listening to you and immediately was focused on this particular area of their life that needs ordering because it's chaotic. It could be their finances, their relationship, their personal health, their maybe even the workings in their own mind. What would you say to them?
This is one. I'm glad you're here with us and that you're a part of this online community, because a part of growth is also the company that you keep. Like sometimes, hey, I wish I had a Christian in my life that I'd be able to process with and talk through like different steps. And I wish I would have a good friend in my life who can help, because my life is chaotic right now. That's just the reality of it. And I absolutely need someone. Adam wasn't alone in the garden. God was with him. He had this incredible equal partner of Eve who was also extremely capable in helping him order this space. And so there is something to community that really does affect the level of order, the restructuring. And so, yeah, if you're struggling, know that you don't go it alone. This is what this community is for. It's what I've needed on so many different occasions in my life where, again, it was beyond me. And so some of that just requires us reaching out and asking for help in that space.
I love that. And it's a little bit harder for us because it's easy to hide behind our screens and never even put anything in the chat, never reach out, not send an email, not show up for maybe Neighborhood Church Online or our Thursday. But you can, and you're welcome. And we have new people join every time. So I would love for you to connect with the community and connect with us. So I hope to see you here. I'm glad that you were here today, and I hope to connect with you sometime this week. See you next time.